Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the end of the carrot for Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo's Mysterious Dungeon for the Nintendo Wii. We have a very nice credits piece here. I don't know what she's saying, but it's very soft and soothing. Alright, so I need to get into what I honestly think about Chocobo's Mysterious Dungeon for the Nintendo Wii, and I had to keep referring to it as that because if I refer to it as just Chocobo's Mysterious Dungeon, I get it confused with the PS1 game that I've never played. But I love this game. This is easily one of my favorite of the Mystery Dungeon series that I have ever played. And I personally find that the usage of the license, specifically the soundtrack, is very well done. I think that although progression is good, it is also the main things that hamper this game are the class balancing, because as you guys should have noticed throughout the entire playthrough, once we got White Mage, we just stuck to White Mage the entire game because the game is not balanced around the ability to heal yourself. And yeah, it's very noticeable, especially not necessarily against Raphaela, but going through Guardian of the Dark. The game does not want you the ability to heal yourself whenever the fuck you want.
They do want you to hone your weapons, though.
Yes, they very much want you to hone your weapons and equipment as often as you can, which means running through Guardian of the Dark like 7 goddamn times is enough cash to max out your talents and armor. Which I'm not doing. And thankfully, White Mage allows me to skip most of that.
Yeah, they should have called this game not Chocobo's Mysterious Dungeon, but Chocobo the White Mage.
The Chocobo the White Mage saves Memoria. I like the story quite a bit, to be perfectly honest. I know that it follows a lot of, of Amnesia in a Strange Land kind of tropes, but I haven't seen that story enough to grow tired of it. Plus, Raphael is constantly struggling with the demons that he doesn't know exists, or rather is attempting to fight off constantly. Sure, he loses that fight, but we rescue him from that fight, so he doesn't need to fight it anymore. Hello, Dungeon Hero X.
Keeper. Have no fear, Dungeon Hero X is here.
Hitanda Kuro. Clearly, he is the most badass character.
He is the most bad. Dude, this dude lays out 87 damage on contact. He's a beast. Do not fuck with Dungeon Hero X.
And he knocks you back the entire length of the fucking room if he hits you. Plus, he's got Mog Beam X, which can do 1,000 damage if you encounter him during the Guardian of the Water dungeon.
Yeah, his Dungeon Hero hacks. He will screw the rules and destroy you because you had offended
Hero
him.
X.
Postman Hero X.
Yes, Postman Hero X. The deliverer of
letters. Be the hero. Be the X.
But yeah, I love this game. I honestly think that it is the best of the Mystery Dungeon games that I have ever played, and that includes Super Mystery Dungeon from the Pokemon license and Pokemon Explorers of Darkness / Explorers of the Sky. Although, admittedly, I've never actually played Explorers of the Sky all the way through.
And Irma can.
There's Irma.
She cannot quite decide which one is the best.
Trying on the Amori clothes
isn't that just consistent with character? And on the subject of characters, we have come to know a very lovable cast of characters. What's his name? Birdman with black hat and white face mask. Yes, we've come to know him very well, and we had good times with that chicken. But just like all things in life, sometimes you got to say goodbye. Other times, goodbye is just another way of saying I'll see you again sometime. And Sid will be pointing a gun at us at that point, too. Saying, what the fuck?
Yeah. Hey, Volg.
Volg and the 2 fat bastard chickens.
Yes.
Huh. I guess you could call it a gaggle.
No, they're not geese. And here is me showing off that you have the ability to manipulate the pointer during the credit sequence.
I had a full house. Full house, Kupo.
Sherma and Chroma playing on the teeter-totter.
Well, at least somebody's using the teeter-totter correctly. So we never do go back to that tower in the sands,
the
do
full
we?
orchestra version of the Chocobo
Or did
theme.
we? I can't remember now. Right, yeah, remember that tower in the sand stuff that happened at the very beginning of the game? We ended up going back there, right?
No, we
Fuck.
did not. Specifically because the Tower of the Sands had on top of it Timeless Power, and Timeless Power was effectively a gate key for us to end up in Memoria.
Okay, so while paying homage to the source material, okay, so no story is perfectly told, unless of course you were Homer and you died 2,000 years ago. There are some holes of storytelling, some straight awkwardness. Yeah, all that aside, you will still be. I feel like you still will be won over by the charm of this game, despite these things.
Yes. Chocobo is so adorable.
Chocobo's not in this particular picture. It is Wendy and what's his name?
Hey, Raffaello.
Here we have Raffaello, 3 minutes before he realized that the World Trade Center had been attacked on September 11th, 2001.
The Goblin Seer.
Will I be rich and famous, Kupo?
Famous, yes. Rich, no. Harry and his wife and his puppy.
Ah, puppers. Don't you just want to hug them all?
I do. There's Stella going on a date with...
Oh, there's
I
a gal
forget
I'd
his
like to
name.
hug.
He runs the restaurant.
Tell me your troubles.
Well, Chocobo is like still here, and he's not supposed to be here anymore. He and Sid were supposed to leave a month ago.
I know, he should have beaten this game quite some time ago, but sometimes you have to have your pants securely on with a belt before you go out in public.
Darts game.
Darts game on the computer, which I suppose is possible. It's just, you know, I'm sure, I hope they got more monitors than just those two. Yes.
Oh, what? You don't believe in simulated physics for darts games?
I mean, so when I go bowling, I like throwing a 15-pound object down a 40-foot lane at the price of $2.50 a game. That was my answer to that question. Okay. He's got lots of hats. And she's got lots of carrots.
And Stella has lots of cheese on that cheese wheel.
And Raffaello's doing the Benjamin Button thing. He's getting younger every time we see him. So I'm not sure if I've said yet, as I might have mentioned before, I do not play Mystery Dungeon games at all, so I enjoyed the novelty of seeing a game with a formula of position your character, step 1, select attack, step 2, and always have enough time to make decisions. I think that is a great game concept, and I'm glad that there are lots of games like it. Would I have played this game myself? Maybe. And then probably have stopped playing dungeon games altogether because this game has been quite lengthy. Oh yes, we've been here for quite some time.
Well, thankfully for you, they actually released a remaster for this game. On the Nintendo Switch even. I'm not sure if it got released to any other systems though.
That makes sense. Nintendo Switch, that way you could carry. This is a great game you could just carry around with you.
Yeah, which is why the original release was on the Nintendo DS in Japan only.
Right.
Bastards.
They didn't think Americans had enough uses for their hands, but they were wrong.
They were very
yes, wrong.
It's an amazing system.
Where's Pastor Roach?
No, Roach is not here because she's laying flowers for Zeke.
Freya wept upon the frozen throne.
Raffaello is helping with the farming. Yay! Self-sustaining.
Helpful. Good boy. Now comb your goddamn hair.
And our cast picture.
Yay. And of course, Dungeon Hero X is right next to the eponymous Chocobo. But yes, Chocobo. My god. What? How? I don't think we could say enough about Chocobo. He is the main character. He is your friend, and he is the anchor for the whole game, in name and in stature. Regardless of which class you choose, it will just be Chocobo wearing an adorable costume.
And here, the jailbirds wearing the other costumes.
Jailbirds dancing to the jailhouse rock. We're dancing, we're dancing, we're dancing to the jailhouse rock.
Aw, Sid gave Raffaello his hat.
Sid has a top of his head.
Yeah,
actually, no, it doesn't. See, the photograph doesn't even want to show you what's at the top of Sid's head. Nobody can see what's at the top of Sid's head. And here's the monster cast. We did the monster mash. He did the mash.
The monster mash.
It was a Chocobo smash. He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash. We did the monster mash. Swarm of jailbirds.
Hey everybody.
You owe us money.
Don't stand
Charades night at
on
Stella's
the
place.
furniture.
No, it's Charades night. They're allowed to jump on the furniture during Charades night.
Well, I mean, Charades night is going to be quickly followed by shopping day, mister. You're going to pick it out, and you're going to get an emotional attachment to it, so the next time you fuck it up, you're going to feel it this time.
Hey, Alexander.
Alexander the Great.
The next Final Fantasy game that I play for the channel will probably have 4 different incarnations of Alexander in it.
And this is why we always...
Raphael, bring back my airship. You're not allowed to joyride in it.
Waterfront safety. Make sure there's always a lifeguard on duty.
The Oracles and Irma.
I was going to say hello, ladies, but that's not quite the collective pronoun I want to use. Although, no, I probably would use that. There's nothing, you know, overtly...
Hey, Leviathan.
Yeah. Safe words. Damn it, I screwed it up again.
I will say
Passwords.
another small complaint about this game is that they loop this goddamn track for the entire rest of the credits, and I keep thinking it's the end of the
They
track, and
switched
it's
outfits.
not.
That's something that sisters do.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind. I mean, we're just talking over the credits the whole time, but really it's just the same loop over and over again?
Yes, they have looped the same what 45-second piece for the past 3 minutes.
45 seconds? Jesus. Oh, it's okay.
Oh, and yeah, it's Zeke's headband that she wears.
I'm sure that if you try again, you won't die on the very last hit of the boss.
Freya doesn't do any dungeon delving. If she did, she'd have to go fight Phoenix, and Phoenix is, you know, the one being in memory that could actually resurrect Zeke if she wanted to.
And of course, how can we forget derivative game environments? The forest.
Hey, we're helping build the rest of the track, apparently.
The volcano. The railroad. The special thanks room.
We are just now getting the special thanks. Ugh.
See, some credit sequences allow you to interact with things while the credits are going. So Chocobo could be
All we
fighting
can do
off
is shift the pointer around.
each of these different titles, but instead of these people, names, and characters and people dealing damage, they just give you even more information about the game. Chocobo takes it as a learning experience. I remember a time in my life where I had no idea what the fuck a Chocobo was.
I don't, actually. I mean, I was playing Final Fantasy V when I was a preteen, so...
He's definitely he's like a chicken, but he's more like a goose. No, like a
Emu, ostrich, pick one.
an ostrich actually is pretty. Maybe emu. Yeah, maybe I could say an emu, like an emu with a really big head.
Don't blind me, Raffaello. I don't like the blind status.
Ah, you got me, Raffaello.
I'm gonna throw you in the lake now.
Jesus Christ, we got enough pictures to fill a grandmother's living room.
Not quite that many. You know, we'd get about 2/3 of the way full, and then we'd finally run out. Oh, look, it's finally over!
Christ. But there's more!
Yes, there is more. Behold the Final Fantasy post-credit sequence.
Now that Gerdad has reconnected his Wii Remote Controller, we will proceed to the post-credit stuff. Any second.
Come on, cutscene. Load.
Is it really
Thank you.
over? Oh, no. I don't like that there's a ship over there. That suggests departure.
Yep, there's gonna be a departure, alright. Looks like Sid and Chocobo are finally gonna head out.
Do you really have to go?
Of course we do, Stella.
Well, I've already done what I needed to do.
Yeah.
Now it's time for me to
I've got
go.
live with my sins for the rest of my life.
So,
I have to face my own destiny head on, all by myself.
so yeah, Raffaello's leaving instead of Chocobo and Sid.
Oh,
I have to find myself.
well, you've got quite a bit of work to do, Raffaello.
Yeah, I can
I would suggest a mentor.
That's why I'm leaving.
And in some cases, we could even have assigned to you, at no additional cost, a truancy officer.
You'd better take care of this airship.
Better get going to school there, son.
Don't hand over the Dark Magicite to the Priest of Darkness.
I will.
Sid has just doomed this world all over again.
Sid has one
Bye,
function.
Chocobo.
Well, he has three functions, actually. He arrives, he fucks shit up, and he leaves.
Goodbye, Sherma.
My human half of you is beginning to have attraction to you, so I have to leave now.
Yeah.
Right. But, I mean, is it
Goodbye.
because tears are going to start? Yep, tears are rolling down her
Yep.
cheeks.
As a reminder, they're both preteens.
No. I know why they didn't. I mean, I'm not entirely sure why they thought that it was okay to not show her eyes, but I don't think they were trying to focus on her chest.
Right.
They were trying to say, "Oh,
I'm just have issues with them, you know, trying to force this ship at the very last goddamn minute. I mean, Sherma's effectively been Raphael's mom for the entire
So
thing.
Raffaello says, "I will use my surprise piloting training in order to pursue my destiny." Don't cry, Chocobo.
He's not. He is wishing him farewell.
All will be well in time. Because as we have learned, I think the lesson here is memories do matter. Then the people who touch us throughout our lives will always be with us for all in eternity.
Ever notice how the shadow of the airship looks a lot like the Dragoon from Kirby Air Ride?
The end.
Huh.